Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Mongoose Traveler Update 2022. That's right. The newest that we could find of this version of Traveler, which there are many. That's the way it is. Today, we're going to continue on with our character creation. Now, some of you may think, oh, his last two were a debacle. Like, well, the debacle is going to continue. Right? That's how it's going to be. And the one-legged man is finally going to finish his careers, his post careers, his aging, everything. So stick around and find out what happens.
We welcome all people, regardless of background, belief, or identity, to play tabletop role-playing games. Let's engage our imaginations, pull a veil over reality, and immerse ourselves in fantastic worlds. Don't be a disruption at the table, and always remember, it's just a game. The charity we support is the Wounded Warrior Project, a national, nonpartisan organization whose mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors. Please refer to the description below for the link to where you can make your hopefully tax-deductible donation. Join us Thursday and Saturday evenings on twitch.tv/Legion of Myth to watch Heathen Dog and his team of dirty casuals play multiplayer games for your mockery and enjoyment. Here on our YouTube channel, you can watch these game-related segments live every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time, or check out the Friday night stream where our panel of guests opine, comment, and editorialize on the TTRPG hobby as a whole. Please leave us a comment with your thoughts and experiences. If you enjoy our gaming content, please be sure to subscribe to Legion of Myth. So for the record, I cannot find my character.
That is unfortunate.
I know we should. I have, I
told you, one job, man.
I cleaned my desk of all my note cards and so forth, and now I have 1 million note cards on my desk again. Yeah, I cannot find the character. I know I wrote it down on a note card.
I know you did too. But that's okay. We're gonna push on.
All right.
Let's see here.
I did start a war.
Well, yeah, but all you got was fired. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but I started a war. I'm true. In history. I now go down in history, at least on some backwater planet.
All right. Now, after all the careers and after all that stuff's done, then it gets into life events, which, here's the role for that. And then it talks about benefits. And if you get higher rank, you get more benefit rolls when you after every 4 years, or when you leave. Sorry, when you leave. And why didn't they have this earlier? And then cash benefits, if you're a gambler, you get that too. Traveler has left, they may purchase personal equipment worth up to. You didn't have much money. You were a drifter for a while. You got fired.
Did you see I got a couple of comments like, you could have just joined the military. I did everything I could. My character is a conscientious objector or something. I started with
the military. He moved away from that.
Yeah, I did not want to do
instead of a drifter.
Yep.
But he decided to nope. I'm going to ride the space rails. So that's what happened.
Why is the orange one up here?
The life events here that we didn't roll: sickness and injury, birth or death, ending a relationship, improved relationship, a romantic relationship involving you deepens, possibly leading to marriage or some other emotional commitment. You gain an ally. Wow, your wife is an ally. Look at that. That's nice. It's not realistic for now, but it's nice. New relationship, new contact, betrayal. That's more common. Travel, you move to another world. You gain DM +2 on your next qualification roll. That's nice. Good fortune, crime. You commit or are the victim or accused of a crime. Lose 1 benefit roll or take the prisoner career in your next term. Oh,
I'm the A-team now.
Exactly. Oh, that's great. If you had like five straight military careers, and then boom, you get committed a crime. You could be Hannibal.
Convicted of a crime they didn't commit.
Exactly. That's great. And then unusual events. You could have been a psionic or spend time with aliens. Gross. Get an alien artifact. Get amnesia. That's not great.
When I grew up, I'm going to have so much amnesia.
So much amnesia. Well, you already got -1 leg, and we're going to talk about that later. But other benefits: when you leave a career in good standing with your previous employers, you are permitted to keep various pieces of equipment or even shares of a vessel. You got a ship share, and we're gonna see what that is later. Different careers grant different benefits. You could get armor, gain an ally, a bladed weapon, increased stats, a cybernetic implant. Nice. A scout ship. You receive your own ship. You could have gotten that if you weren't fired from being a scout for causing the war. You could have gotten that, but you had to cause trouble. Ship
Hey,
shares.
you know, some people got to go.
Some people got to go. You're right. Ship shares. This is what you got. You obtain one or more ship shares that can be put towards obtaining a ship. Each share is worth MCR1, but cannot be redeemed for cash. What is MCR1? Hopefully, we'll find out later when they explain what a ship share is. Travelers Aid Society membership, a private organization that maintains hostels and facilities at all Class A and B starports and many parts of human
Oh, it's
space.
business class. You're part of like American Airlines or United or whatever.
You have the special card. You're great. That's cool. Let's see. You could have gotten a yacht. That'd have been nice too. But we got ship shares. Ship shares represent contacts, credit ratings, savings, and favors owed that a traveler can put towards ownership of a space vessel, worth roughly 1 million credits. Travelers can pool their ship shares toward the use of a vessel, but cannot trade ship shares for cash. It's very unlikely that travelers will be able to own anything but the smallest starship outright at the start of the game, so most crews end up working to support a mortgage on their spacecraft. The more ship shares a group travelers can put together, the bigger ship they can afford. So you can afford a 1 million credit ship.
It's a life pod.
I don't know what a million credits gives.
We're gonna be cozy in here. Come on in.
We'll find out later. See the spacecraft operations chapter for more on ship mortgages and how ship shares can be applied against them. Pensions. You didn't stay anywhere long enough for a pension. But if you leave a career that you had at least 5 terms in, that's 20 years in the same career, you can get a pension. This pension is paid at the beginning of each year, effective upon leaving the service, and may be collected at any Class A or Class B starport. 5 terms gives you 10,000 credits a year, and it goes up to over 9. Unless you're an alien, I don't think you're going to have that because what's 9 times 4?
Sorry, it was 36.
There you go. So 36 plus you start off at a certain age. So I don't know, man. I suppose you can, but you're going to be a very old man. Speaking of old man, let's see what aging does.
Okay, so that seeing that aging is breaking. That's what I'm looking at over here. I'm like, that is not how you spell aging.
Yeah,
apparently it is if you're British. This is why we fought a war to get away from you weirdos.
That and all the damn superfluous U's.
Yeah, I was messing with Bear about that on Friday. Kalur.
Shut up. The effects of aging begin when a traveler reaches 34 years of age at the end of their 4th career term.
Wow.
Yeah. At the end of the 4th career term, at the end of every term thereafter, a traveler must roll 2D on the aging table. Use the traveler's total number of terms as a negative DM on this table. The older you are, the heavier the effects of aging will weigh upon you. The traveler may choose which characteristics are affected by aging. Now, how many? You had 4 terms, right? You got to be 34.
I thought I had 3. I wish I had my character because I only wanted to do 2, but you convinced me to do 1 more.
Okay, then yeah, you didn't get this aging thing then. Fine. I mean, I was misremembering. But if you did, this is what happens. And you get minus, you did. Okay, let's say for an example, if someone did exactly 4 career terms and then got out. So they roll on this one time and use travel's total number of terms as a negative. So it's -4. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
Where'd I put my dice?
-4.
Everything is moved. This is why I don't clean. Oh, there they are. This is why I don't clean anything. Can't find it. 2d6. All right, I got 1d6. There's my other d6.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't get to roll?
Oh, no. L was saying 2 education, 1 drifter, 1 pirate. No, he was a scout that he got fired from. So that's not correct. We'll have to look back. Doesn't matter. Let's just say you did 4 terms. Go ahead and roll the 2d6.
Okay, I got a 6.
6 minus 4. Anything positive, 1 or higher, is no effect. You aged well. Fine wine. Look at that. Injuries. This is you. You have injuries, but you need medical care. Now, travelers wounded in combat or accidents during creation must roll on the injury table to see how bad their injuries are. We already know you've lost a leg. And because of that, you also lost 2 physical characteristics. I don't know which one you chose, but you lost the 2 physical care because you lost your leg. But there's medical care. If you have been injured, then medical care may be able to undo the effects of the damage. Some worlds have the technology to clone or rebuild damaged organs. Others specialize in transplants or cybernetic replacements. Regardless of the technique used, medical care is expensive. The restoration of a lost
Hold on, before you
characteristic.
go on,
Yeah.
doesn't that also have to relate to the tech level of the
Of the
setting that you're in?
Yes. Yes. You have to. I believe there's hey, you can have cybernetics if the tech level is this high. You can have cloned parts if the tech level is this high, and so on and so forth. Or you're just going to get some peg leg or whatever for tech level 3. The restoration of a lost characteristic cost CR 5,000 per point. If you were injured in the service of an organization, then roll a portion of your medical care may be paid for. Roll 2D on the medical bills table, adding your rank as a DM. Okay. Roll me a 2D again and add 1 because when you got hurt, this was on your second term of your first career.
I got a total of an 8 with the +1.
8. Roll of 8 plus 8, 9. So yeah, this one right here. Noble, social, scout, rogue, drifter. It wasn't the scout.
I'm really angry that I cannot find this character.
It's one of these. It's one of these. So they pay 75%. You don't have I think you have like 10 grand. So to get those
I don't think it was that high. I thought it was well, I mean, it might be, but I thought it was lower than.
Let's just say you had 5 grand. All right. They're going to pay 75% because you lost the doing their job. So it's not going to cost.
Even though I started a war.
No, that was your scout. You just got kicked out. No one wants to talk to you about that anymore. So it's going to cost a quarter of the 5 grand, which is going to be what, 1,250, and you'll get 1 characteristic point back. So it's a bad replacement leg. Not as good as your old leg, but it's something.
Obvious limp.
Yeah, obvious limp. But hey, you know what? That's what happens.
At least I'm upright.
There you go. Aging crisis. If any character is reduced to 0, then the traveler suffers an aging crisis. The traveler dies unless they pay 1d times 10,000 credits for medical care, which will bring it back up to 1. Suck it. The traveler automatically fails any qualification rolls from now on. Yeah, man, you're too old. They don't want you. You just got to be a drifter at that point. Ride the space rails, brother. Anagathics. Is that right?
I can't read it that well. Yes. Oh, there we go. It looks like Anagathics. Sure. Sure. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. At the start of any career term, a traveler can start taking, and I think it's like anti-aging stuff by rolling SOC 10 plus. If you roll 2 exactly, you must instead go straight to the prisoner career. While using these drugs, the traveler effectively does not age. There, I was right. Add the number of terms since travelers started taking the drugs as a positive DM roll to the aging table. If the traveler stops taking it for any reason in the future, then they must roll immediately on the aging table as the shock to their system beginning to age again strikes. So, okay, you can pump yourself full of drugs and stop aging. You know, it's like super duper, human growth hormone. You're fine, right? Until you stop. Oh, and there's 2 drawbacks. First, the combined risk of trying to obtain a reliable supply of the disruption to the biochemistry means that the traveler must make 2 survival checks in each term instead of 1. If either or both checks are failed, the traveler suffers a mishap. Second, the drugs cost 25 grand plus a D. Jesus. For each term you use them. These costs are paid out of the traveler's eventual cash benefits. If the traveler cannot pay these bills, they go into debt. Oh, so it's a pay later type thing. Pay at the end.
Good. And it sounds like, according to the way that's written, I get to share my debt with other people. That's great.
That's great. Aging and the drugs during play. If your campaign lasts long enough, travelers will have to make further aging rolls every 4 years. Travelers may also seek out these drugs during a campaign. In fact, if a traveler started using them during creation, they may be driven to seek them out as a matter of necessity or be faced with sudden rapid aging. And we're going to see that when we get to page 115. That's going to be rough. That is rough. Very rough.
I'm gonna give this to 10-year-olds. Like, stay forever a kid, and then joke's on them, stop giving it to them, and then all of a sudden they're like 45.
There you go.
Yeah, you missed all the good years.
Yeah, suck it, chump. Skill packages. As a group, all travelers select one of the following skill packages. These are collections of basic skills you will often use while adventuring. Taking a skill package ensures your group will have at least a basic competency in the situations that will come up in the campaign. When you have collectively decided which skill package is most suitable for the style of play and campaign you'll be embarking on, each traveler takes it in turns to select an item from the package. Keep going until all skills have been selected. So wait, hang on a second. Each traveler takes it in turns to select an item. That means a skill. Keep going until all skills have been. You mean you only get to choose one at a time?
That's what it sounds like.
That's if I'm wrong, chat, let me know. But it sounds like everyone in the group has to decide on which package they're going to get, and then everyone chooses them in order until they're all gone. That's what it sounds like.
Can you read that? Because I can barely see it on the screen. Can you just read that one more time?
Okay. When you have collectively decided which skill package is most suitable for the style of play and campaign you will be embarking upon, each traveler takes it in turns to select an item from the package. Keep going until all skills have been selected.
Okay, so go to this will make sense when I see it. Go to Explorers. So there we go. Yeah, so you're gonna have one character that's gonna be your combat guy. So that's gun combat. You have one character who's gonna be your medic. You're gonna have one character who's gonna be your sneaky, your survival. Basically, it kind of gives every character a role.
Well, it depends on how many characters in the group.
Well,
if there's only 4 people in your group, then you go again, start over.
But you'd still probably grab the skill that's tailored toward your presumed role, so to speak. It doesn't lock you in that you have to do that. But like, I might take recon and survival. That makes me a great, pretty decent scout that can live out there in the wilderness. You might take pilot and astrogation. Again, you can do it how you want. I think that the players would talk about it, so that does make sense to me. I like that over because we already determined my skills from the life path.
Sure.
So
this is more
having a whole slew of other skills, considering that this is more skills than I got from my life path. It actually makes sense to me that it's done that way. It's weird, but it makes sense.
Yeah, chat is saying, yeah, that's exactly how it works. Neurolancer says the referee chooses the package based on the type of game. That's fair, but in this instance, I would take the player's consideration into account because it's their skills, right?
Yeah. Well, see, this is what's great. We talked about this with Coriolis because so many science fiction games have this upfront concept. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to be space traders? Are you going to be military mercenaries? Are you going to be what do we have on here? Investigators? Diving into other worlds, whatever. So, like, every game handles this aspect differently, and I almost always, with a couple of exceptions, because a couple of game styles I don't run well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to do an exploration game, or do you want to do a military game? Do you want to do, do you want to be heavy on the role play with the diplomatic style game, or what is it that you're looking for in a science fiction thing? Now, I still have some ideas as well. Like, as in, I'm going to already know the tech level. I'm going to already know generically how the galaxy, universe, solar system, whatever is set up. But from there, yeah, absolutely, I agree with you. Like, let the players. Like, you know what? I know you said it's an exploration game, but it'd be cool if, we were just more combat. We were like force recon, so we'd like to be mercenaries. Like, okay,
fine. Or we're all dirty criminals. Here you go.
There you go. Somebody mentioned that. I think I started too, but somebody mentioned that earlier. And I responded with, started with as Elder Scrolls in space.
There you go. So after doing that, and that is, now we're getting to medical debt. This is you.
This sounds way too deep. Like, who wants this? But at the same time, I already know it's not. But it just sounds really, in character creation, I have to come up with medical debt.
Yeah. After you have finished creating a traveler, but before the campaign begins, you must pay any outstanding costs from medical care or your anti-age drugs out of your benefits. If any debt left is hanging over you at the start of the game, and you can be sure it will be collected, likely with interest. Okay,
again, goes to every modern science fiction game I think ever written. Coriolis, again, Stars Without Number, all has a great way to get characters involved is have them owe money on their ship.
There you go. and that means you have to pay your medical bill. So you can get a fully functional leg for 2,500, and I think you had 2,500 at least in credits.
Yeah, I thought I had 4 or
Yeah, yeah,
5,000.
yeah. I thought so. You have no medical debt. Your leg is repaired. Your
I
characteristic
just
is
owe the
back up.
loan shark over there.
Yeah, yeah. Your leg is repaired. Your characteristic is back up because of it. So we're all good. Only because they decide to pay 75% of the cost because you apparently had medical insurance when you were.
Want to remind folks that if we are not getting this 100% perfectly accurate, we're not here giving you a tutorial. We're
No,
looking
no.
over the game. So if we
Yeah, this is
got
overview.
mistakes, you can let us know.
Yeah,
But
please.
we're not stressed over, oh my God, you did everything wrong. Why are you doing this? We're looking at what the book is saying and addressing it at that time because he has literally never read the book.
Literally never read the book. Why are you traveling? The final step of creation is to choose your traveler's initial goal. Why are they traveling? The lure of the unknown, the chance to strike it rich, running from their past, loyalty to another traveler, or running away from you starting a war? At this stage of creation, you have guided your traveler from their teenage years to the present day. Who are they? How has their past shaped their beliefs? What cause are they willing to fight for? Do they have any odd tics or habits? What do they want? What about aliens? Up to now, we have only considered human travelers. However, many traveler universes also contain numerous non-human savants, sophants. So how do you? I don't know. I've never encountered that word before.
Where are you? Sure. Yep. Never heard of it before either.
Whatever that is. Someone look up that word and put it in chat for me. I understand the context of it, like non-human beings, basically, not non-human sapients, maybe. Other universes will detail the aliens that can be travelers and the aliens of charted space. It's a different book, so we're not going to cover it. Add more to go, but you get started. There are two commonly found in the Third Empyrean, Aslan and Vargur. Okay. That's great. You know what? This is superfluous to me. I don't think we need this. We made a human traveler. If you want to make Lion-O, I guess. If you want to make Lion-O, that's fine. You could do that. And it looks like they have claws, they have heightened senses, which is fine because they're okay. And now we got that is this skit. I was gonna say that's the scariest dog I've ever seen, and then I see this.
Oh God! No, scroll up. Like, get rid of that one off the screen for a second. I'm sure you know what I was thinking.
Oh, it's Wolfen.
Well, and also I'm playing that. See, this is what I keep talking about. I know you don't like anthropomorphic animals. When people compare, why do you like anthropomorphic animals but not superheroes? Look at those teeth, dude. Tell me that isn't just if that thing gets a hold of your neck or your arm, things are gonna happen. I love it. Yeah. But then you scroll down to the woke dog.
Yeah, this is I don't know, man. Whatever. You're good. A splash of color, I guess. You want to be the clown mercenary, that's fine. You can do that.
Clown mercenary.
You can do that. That's fine. Super fine.
Insane.
And then we're going to get into post-career education. We're going to do that in the next one. So check out the starred comments. Let's see what people are saying.
Furries, yeah, right. So let's do the first one here. Where is it? This is so fun. An intelligent being, a being with a base reasoning capacity roughly equivalent to or greater than that of human beings. So it's just an intelligent being that's not human.
An intelligent sapient. That's fine. Okay.
We're just not applied to machines unless they have true artificial intelligence. Okay.
Sure.
Thank
you.
So
I don't know why they needed to use that word, but whatever.
Right. So Mercurius, thank you very much. He went to Darth Theak, who's been around for a while. So there we go. Another person. Somebody did 5 on Friday. So I've got to add a whole bunch of people to the giveaway list.
That is crazy.
Hey, guys gave me work to do.
Anagathics is very expensive. He has to keep taking it during it's 25 grand times a D6 every 4 years. That's going to be a mountain of medical debt unless you hit the big one. You hit the space Powerball, then you're going to be okay. But other than that, it's not worth it, man. I'm sorry.
Can't they just go in and glue some extensions to my telomeres and let me live longer? I'm just Oh, come on. Hey, mouse move. There we go.
1
MCR
million
one.
credits. Yeah, we figured that out reading it. So thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, but he said that beforehand. So
Oh,
and then
yeah, I'm absolutely certain you did.
and finally, what?
Mongoose is to blame for the bad book flow for creation. Yeah, I I like the life path type thing, but this one is clunky.
Well, here's the thing about that. Is until we actually do it for real, sitting just by ourselves a couple of times, I don't know. One, I like Life Pass, and two, I do feel that the way we are talking about it is clunky, but page flipping in and of itself isn't clunky. It could just be that because of what we rolled and what we picked
That's
that
entirely
caused
possible.
that.
All
So,
I can say for sure is that for me, it felt clunky the first time using. Now, is that a user error? Probably. Is it an experience lack of? Probably. Yeah, but it felt that way.